had my brother in my hand, and all of a sudden, my hand was empty.
Xavier is now 8. We call him X. He is to us the mighty X-Man, yes. X, as a little person, from the time that he hit the floor in the morning until you had to forcefully to almost tie him down at night, he was running back and forth, extremely energetic. He could call football plays. He loved the Green Bay Packers. I could turn the game on and sit him in front of it and do house chores. You know, most people sit their babies in front of Sesame Street. I could sit X in front of a game. He would have been an excellent athlete. I was always looking forward to being in the stand screaming X, 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 X. That was Mom's dream, to be screaming from a football stand. X is paralyzed from the diaphragm down. In the accident, part of his spinal cord was dissipated. His legs are gone. His chair are his legs now. The use of his right hand is partial. He woke up actually from the coma a lefty. He went in a righty. She missed his brainstem by that much. X is on life support. The ventilator has to breathe for my son. He comes to life when she comes in the room.
Say.
X doesn't remember as well as both Ari and I do, but Ari was walking across the street with Xavier on that October day. We pray that that never happens to another brother, sister. We pray that another child doesn't get taken from a family member's hand.
She came from this direction, and at first we didn't even see her.
The cars on the other side of the stop sign, they stepped off the curb, coming across the street, and Ari said he was gone. She took him from Ari's hand.
She was not only speeding in the school zone, but she had also run the stop sign because she was texting.
The lady who hit X was texting. Her head was in her lap. She never even saw X in front of her. She actually came straight through the stop sign. There were no brake marks, no skid marks at all. She never stopped at a 4-way stop sign. She never stopped. You know, I'm told that the text was, "I'm on my way." Did she make it? Did she get to where she was going on time? That would be my question for her.
I'm very fond of telescopes. It's just a reminder of my father and the good times that we used to have. The telescope's just another way that I look at him being a scientist and the brilliant man he was. At night, we would go outside and look at the stars, and he would tell me the different constellations, help me learn them. When there were meteor showers, he'd come and wake me up at 3 o'clock in the morning and take me outside, and we'd just stare and watch the meteor showers for hours. Just me and my dad outside, wrapped up in blankets. It was just a phenomenal feeling, just good father-daughter time for us. The best father I could have ever asked for.
Yeah, growing up, I was pretty typical. Played a lot of sports growing up, played basketball, played football, played baseball, ran track. I'm quiet on the phone, I'm awkward on the phone. I have always preferred to text or to talk in person.
I'm a cowboy, I guess, and I'm a child of the mountains. I recently took a trip out on the prairie, and it was pretty, but I'm a child of the mountains, and I need mountains around me. Every morning I can get up and watch the sun come up over this mountain to the east. It's a beautiful mountain. And watch the sun go down to the west over another pretty mountain. And so I'm not much into technology. As a blacksmith, all your problems can be solved with a bigger hammer, more heat and a bigger hammer. And so I'm not much of a technology guy, and I never have liked texting, and since that day I've liked it even less.
I text often, daily, keep in touch with friends and family.
The car doing the texting was going this direction. The two Thicol engineers were heading out this way, and as they passed, they brushed each other, which spun the little blue car with the Thicol engineers, spun it around this way into the path of an oncoming pickup.
There's about a 15 or 16 mile stretch of Highway 30 going to Logan, and from the time we started on that stretch of road headed towards Logan, the driver ahead of me was distracted. I did notice that. He crossed over the center line multiple times.
It was early in the morning. It was still fairly dark outside, and it was raining pretty bad. And on my way to work, I'm texting and reading messages, and I go across the center line and I hit another car. I don't remember what I was texting. I don't remember what the message said. That's how important it was.
The two people that were killed were inside the blue car. This other one shows what the car looked like after the accident.
I look at that picture. All I can think about is those families.
I would like to think that my dad is somewhere in the universe. I go outside at night, sit on my balcony when I'm really upset. I stare at the sky, and whenever I'm super upset, I always see a shooting star. And I like to think that that's my way, or my dad's way, of trying to communicate with me. I felt that my dad would not have wanted me to be mad at him for the rest of my life, and that I knew my dad had forgiven him. I knew that, and that he would want me to try and move on and forgive him and even get to know him.
Forgiveness that's something that I see from Megan. I see that for forgiveness. I feel it. I'm grateful for it.
I reached out to Reggie to tell him, I forgive you. My dad forgave you. I want to help you through your, trying to make a difference in this whole thing.
I will say it over and over and over again. Don't text and drive. That it can't wait.
It's just nuts. It's crazy, I don't know why people don't want to talk to each other anyway.